Okay, thank you, Clara. It's a pleasure for me to bring the welcome of Bocconi University at this workshop today. Towards those that are attending, my sentiment is really not only of bringing an official welcome, but the real interest of the university for the kind of topic that today is debated. I think that the map behind me gives an immediate idea of how wide, how interesting and how complex is the issue of liberalizing the natural gas industry. And in this general framework, gas storage is an important point. Gas storage is also a fascinating example, in my view, of how a changing policy environment poses new questions and requires new answers from the researchers, from the companies, and in their interaction of policymakers. If we look at the traditional analysis up to 10 years ago, more or less, there are some topics regarding gas storage which dominate the attention of researchers and policy. And these are typically the topics of an industry in which state monopolies are the predominant actors, and where, therefore, how public management for stockpiling in order to stabilize prices is a real issue, or the possibility of using storage as a way of containing disruption and the possibility of ensuring the security of supply. Then, 10 years ago, the world started changing, and the liberalization plans have changed the landscape in Europe, but throughout the world, quite deeply. Many new issues are brought to the attention of the companies, of the researchers, and the policymakers. First of all, the fact that once you disentangle the industry and try to liberalize segment of them, storage facilities become an essential point and possibly a bottleneck where some sort of open access regime in the form of third-party access, for instance, must be prescribed, in which regulation is required, in which the issue of market power in a market that is opening to newcomers is at stake, in which the links between the possible market for storage services and for wholesale market for gas or for balancing again comes in. So there is a long list of new issues that must be considered and that interact with some old and long-lasting issues as well as the security of supply that for any country in Europe is quite essential. So I think that the book addresses these issues in a very stimulating way. It proposes both models and theoretical analysis, empirical analysis, and policy prescriptions. Hence, I think is an excellent example of how applied research can be stimulated by the changing environment and can react by proposing analysis, receipts, and interact with both companies and policymakers. So my welcome today is quite strong, and I'm sure that today we'll have an opportunity to discuss and learn on this important issue. So I give back the floor to Clara and welcome all the attendants and speakers.